Oh my god, look at all that blood. At least I think that's a blood stain.
And so it was that the once proud kingdom of Glenbrook did fall. Aesfrost seized control of the Crown City, threatening to bring the surrounding domains under its iron yoke. Now the Archduke's army marches upon House Wolfort's stronghold, where Prince Roland is being sheltered by his loyal friends and allies.
Dad's gonna die next. Cyrano's dead, I mean. East side. Any green exclamation points? Any greens? No? Okay.
Your most honorable siblings, Lord Thalas and Lady Erica, have arrived.
I knew this. Oh, I knew he was a conniving little shitbag.
Thank you for the escort. You may go now.
If there is anything else that you require, anything at all, you need but say the word.
In that case, I would have a bottle of the realm's finest wine and a serving of fresh fruit delivered to my quarters.
But of course, milady, I shall have the servants fetch it at once.
Is Ragnar already dead, or did they just put him in a like a cell or something?
Ever eager to please, isn't he?
I believe the word you're looking for is
Kiss ass?
sycophant.
Oh. Kiss ass is better.
Congratulations on bringing Glenbrook to its knees, brother. It's a thing of beauty, what you've accomplished. I trust you're already seeing to that fuss outside the castle walls?
Of course.
The other domains are putting up little in the way of resistance. Lord Telior trembles in his seat within the stronghold, and Lord Fawkes was oblivious to what was happening until it was far too late.
How easily the three high houses of Glenbrook break under your iron boot, brother.
Wolford is the last.
Man, this guy's the actual
But
kiss
of Roland,
ass. You're the real sycophant here.
Prince Roland will be in our hands before long.
Speaking of royalty, brother, I would have thought Cordelia would be dead or rotting in jail.
Bro!
Yet here she sits on the throne. She looks less a vanquished princess and more a queen.
That is precisely what I would have her be.
Whatever do you mean?
Once things have calmed, I shall assume guardianship over her and have her crowned. A few days hence, Regna will be executed. I've already informed Patriat as much.
So the wise and benevolent King Regna meets his end at last.
Father!
Just keep your mouth shut, Cordelia. Just keep your mouth shut, please. Excuse me, can you tell me what's happening, please? What's happening? What do you think is happening, stupid?
Subjects of Glenbrook, I am Gustadolf, Archduke and High Commander of the Grand Duchy of Aesfrost. Hear my words. The sins King Regna has committed against us,
No.
and against you, his own people, are grievous indeed. 3 decades have passed since the end of the war. In the years since, we have all done what we can to rebuild our nations. The opening of the Grand Norzelian mines was to be the dawn of a new age. An age where our 3 nations would work together for the peace and prosperity of all. But King Regna spat in the face of that glorious dream. As our engineers worked tirelessly to put success within reach,
Did I
Your
find the
King
triangles?
Regna schemed in the shadows.
Yeah, there's some
to
triangles
seize
and the little
control
wooden
of the
beams on
mine
the
for
wall.
his own profit. And when Dragan Esfrost, my dear cousin, and the man tasked with overseeing the mine's operations, became aware of this plot, King Regna had him assassinated in cold blood. In doing so, he betrayed not only my own nation and the holy state of Hyzant, but you as well. The very people who were to share in the wealth the mine would bring. And so we were left with no choice but to march on Whiteholm Castle and put an end to Regna's treachery by force. Our actions were born of a righteous duty to avenge Dragan's murder and this odious betrayal of this historic accord between our nations.
Bro,
What say
you're
you,
such
King Regna?
a piece of
Do you
shit.
deny these charges against you?
I do not,
Wait, what?
but I beg of you, spare my children.
Subjects of Glenbrook, your traitor king admits his guilt before you.
He was probably surprised, like, what? He actually, what? He didn't actually do anything.
The punishment for these crimes is death. Off with his head!
Roland, Cordelia, the future of our kingdom is in your hands
I heard
now.
someone say, get your hands off of me. Bye.
Just days after the fall of the Crown City, King Regna of Glenbrook is beheaded before his subjects. The death of this kind and benevolent monarch plunges the realm into confusion and chaos. With the king perishes an all too short-lived era of peace, and in its place, one of bloodshed and turmoil.
Oh no. News of Glenbrook's fall reaches the Citadel of the Sands. Wow, there's a lot of green exclamation points now. Why is my controller being so unresponsive? Okay, we're gonna watch all the side stories.
Minister Sorsley,
What is it this time, Booker?
we've just received word that Esfrost has launched a surprise invasion of Glenbrook. Whiteholm burns as we speak.
What's this?
The Crown City has fallen. King Regna was beheaded, and it is said Crown Prince Franny also perished in the fray. Prince Roland has fled to the domain of House Wolfort, with the Grand Duchy's army in close pursuit.
Goddess forbid. What could the Archduke be plotting? And what did the others think of the matter? At any rate, I must speak with the Hierophant at once.
Minister, if I may assuage you, I propose that perhaps this situation may yet play to House N's benefit.
Our benefit, you say? Indeed. Indeed. You may have the right of it. My dear Booker, whatever would House N do without you? Send a bird to the palace. Tell them that the Holy One's faithful servant Sorsley would humbly beg an audience.
At once, Master.
Bum, 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 bum.
Your Majesty.
House Fawkes has failed you. I have failed you. High House, damn it all! When you needed us most, we were not there to answer the call. How did we not see what they were plotting? How did we not know to go to your aid? But no, cursing our fate will not bring you back to us.
Sadgers.
We must focus our efforts on the one who might yet save Glenbrook from downfall. We must protect Prince Roland with our lives.
You know, I like this guy too. Boom, 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 boom. Is there nothing in Hysant yet? No. Well, aside from that bald guy getting the news.
It would seem things have calmed outside the castle walls.
Shut up. I hate listening to this man speak.
What is to become of us now? Word has it the King's Guard's been slaughtered to the last man. We must flee while we have our lives.
If they meant to kill ordinary folk like us, wouldn't they have done so already? Even as frosty dogs have some honor then. Who'd have thought? Anyway, there's no point fighting. What'll be, will be.
Our people seem less resentful of Esfrost than I would have expected. No doubt due to the Archduke's decision to focus their attack on the castle and leave the town itself unscathed. So, the common folk won't be a problem. That just leaves the matter of the royal family. His Grace and the Crown Prince have been dealt with, and Princess Cordelia has been brought to heel. Prince Roland is the only one unaccounted for, but the men I arranged for hunt him down as we speak. Word has it there's also a sizable bounty on his head. No, he'll not last long. I knew Gustadolf to be a shrewd man, but his attention to detail is nothing short of astonishing. I have seen all I would. Let us return.
Piece of shit. I think I have one more green exclamation point and then I shall end my stream. Wait, really? Silvio Tellior. Ah. Death.
Whatever is House Tellior to do? With King Regna gone, we must find a way to preserve ourselves. Landroy, that proud fool, will no doubt fight to the bitter end. But House Fawkes alone is no match for the Grand Duchy. Yet if House Wolford were to fight at their side, they say Prince Roland is in Wolford's charge. If this is true, there's a good chance they will join the fray. Or will they? The Wolfords may choose to ransom the prince to Esfrost, in return for amnesty for their own domain. If it comes to that, Esfrost will either kill the prince and princess, or use them as their pawns, and Glenbrook will fall. Bending the knee to Esfrost may be our only hope if we are to live to see tomorrow.
Alright, guys. We will see what is in store for everybody next time.